is an exponential function, and we can see that because we've got the e value there in the question. It says that P is the area of mold, so in an experiment, the amount of mold that they're growing, and T is the time in days since the start of the experiment. So we first of all need to work out the value of A. Now they tell us that the area covered by mold is 112 at the start of the experiment. So that means that when T equals to 0, the amount of mold, which is P of T, is equal to 112 or 112 millimeters squared. So whenever you see finding the A value, this bit at the start, it's always something to do with the initial, and therefore somewhere in the question they'll have told you what the initial time is. That's the only way that we can kind of get rid of the other unknown, the K value. So you know that the question is always asking about the initial when T is 0. So we're going to substitute that in. So 112 is equal to A, E, K times 0. Now anything times 0 is 0, and anything to the power of 0 is 1. So essentially this whole thing becomes 1, and therefore we know that 112 is just equal to A. So that's the first part of the question, and that's why they ask you for the initial value. It will always happen like that. And then 5b, find the value of K. So we're also told that there's 360 millimeters of mold after 5 days. So P of T equals 360 when T equals 5. So again, we can substitute that in. 360 equals 112 using what I've just found out, times E, and then it's K times 5. And then you can put that into your numeric solver, and you'll find that K is equal to 0.234. So for this question, there is 2 marks for the first one for some sort of substitution or recognition, and 1 for the answer. And then 3 marks for the second one, which is 1 for the substitution, 1 for the answer, and an additional 1 for rounding correctly. So all you have to do is read that off the calculator, and therefore you're getting that additional rounding mark.